What is up, guys? My name is Marco Seabrook. Welcome to 𝙄𝙩𝙬𝙚 podcast. Interview 21. Jeez, dog, we've made it to 21. I can't even stress the amount of energy leading up to this interview. It's been crazy because, like, even talking to him for the last couple minutes before this, I think it's like your energy is unmatched, bro. And as you do that, it's just funny because a lot of us in South Carolina have this hidden talent, but it's like we haven't broken the barriers. So that's what we kind of want to talk about. Thank you, Trad TV, for hopping on, bro. I appreciate it. It means a lot. We're doing a lot of collabing. Dude, this is crazy, bro. Thank you for coming on, bro. The man himself, Kuntry. I want to do a little introduction, but I want you to kind of do it, man. Let's start from the basic. Like, let's do a little basic, though. Where are you from? Like, when you were born and you were in the diapers, where were you from?
I was born in Charleston, South Carolina.
Okay.
Shout out to 151 Gordon Street, RP Miss Cash.
Okay.
Shout out to the whole Cash family and all my relatives scattered around the city, but you know, so I got real family ties to the city. Plenty of times I used to come to my great grandma's house in the summertime. I get left there, you know, like, damn, my folks drop me off, I want to go home. But as I got older, I appreciate those experiences. But born in Charleston, raised in Hilton Head, South Carolina, Bluffton, South Carolina, and my father from Savannah too. So like I got ties in Savannah as well. So I'm really from the tri-state area, you know, really, hence the name, Low Country, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So, you know, I'm from a little bit everywhere, but born in Charleston, raised in Hilton Head. Shout out to exit 8 to exit 8 to exit 33. Can't forget exit 5 too. Last stop in South Carolina, like that's where we at with it.
So do you normally like rep where you're from hard? Because for you to have that memorized is pretty intelligent.
Yeah, like we've been going for a while now. So, you know what I'm saying? I got to know where I've been from to know where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta respect where I'm at with it too.
Right, you know, I feel you, bro. And I think that a lot of times when we do things like what we're doing in music or even, you know, promoting concerts and stuff, it's always good to rep where you're from.
For sure.
Because a lot of times we get lost. And even just going to Houston this past weekend, which was a crazy experience, they show love. It doesn't matter if you do bluegrass. Like, they will still, like, every color, anything just shows love. So back to where you were from and stuff like that. Where did you go to elementary school and stuff?
Elementary, I went to Hilton Head Elementary. I went to Hilton Head Elementary, and I went to H.E. McCracken. I went to Bluffton Middle School. I think it was McCracken Middle back then too. But then it's crazy because like both schools, it's a funny thing. But I went to Bluffton Middle School a little bit too. That's how I got to know folks from Bluffton for a little bit, for like a year or two. And then I graduated from Hilton Head High. I went to Hilton Head Elementary, Hilton Head Middle, and Hilton Head High. You know what I'm saying? Then I graduated Hilton Head High. Then I went to shout out my alumni BC. You know, Benedict College. I'm a scholar man.
No,
I'm smart
Benedict's
man.
cool though.
You know what I'm saying? I got a little experience. You know, being around my folks for like 4 years.
What'd you major in?
Business management with a minor in marketing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I know what to do out here. It's going, forever going.
Paid off.
Yeah. Low key, like I wasn't even off the school shit. Like I ain't gonna lie, like. I used to live a different life, so you know what I'm saying, I was doing some other stuff and wasn't too much mixing with the folks that I should have been at least made a relationship with that could last a day, but I really didn't want too much folks in my business because I was, you know what I'm saying, I was doing illegitimate activities at the time, but you know.
So was that leading up to like, I mean, obviously not middle school, but like high school?
That was
Benedict, or was it? Like,
that was college, but all that led up to, you know, I was, you know, I was a young man trying to figure things out, you know, the best I could. So I was doing different routes and indulging in different activities. But
so what were you doing in high school?
High school,
was it activities or like
sports? I tried out for the basketball team. I never made the team. Not that I wasn't ever good. It was just being at where I was from. It was just a different system that they, you know, embedded in the league. So in that recreation system. So it was like. It was real fundamental, you know what I'm saying? But being a character I am, hey, let's spice this thing up. Let's give these folks a show. No, but we're still gonna get the W.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? But they wasn't having that. So after I gave up basketball, I really just went to the street, not to the streets, but I just really, you know what I'm saying, indulged in life. You know what I mean? Figured it out. So, but did a little bit of sports. I played football as a young age, but after a couple games and a couple tackles, I said, you know what, Darren, you know, I ain't no bigger than a minute, so
field.
I you know, I'm gonna go to the basketball. But I did play in other recreation leagues that, you know, I did excel in. But those were the little sports I played in. I didn't try tennis and other stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I was pretty good in basketball.
That's dope, man. I mean, we saw your music video. Shout out to that. You killed that. And I even saw like the promo, you doing it. Like you had the filmer behind. It was the 𝙄𝙣𝙩𝙚𝙬, right?
Shout out to 𝙄𝙣𝙧𝙬𝙚.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. Dude, the whole thing was crazy. Even the on the van and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
we do our own stunts here at SB Enterprises, Square Business Enterprises. We do Square Business. We do real business. That's dope,
man. You know, I might have to get you doing. I'm trying to walk on the ceiling. For
whatever you need, we can proceed. Just have the budget.
Hey, you ever seen what is it? How High? He's like,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, bro. But hey, so after kind of like all that stuff that was, you know, you were going through and Benedict and stuff like that, how did that shape you into like rapping and stuff like that?
Like I always did music. I ain't gonna lie. Me and my man did a mixtape. Like when CDs was in, we did a mixtape in high school that was got a little. They got around the community, you know what I'm saying? But after graduation,
Hilton Head, right?
Yep, in Hilton Head. After I graduated from Benedict, like I met my man. Actually, shout out to my man T.O. Platinum Skills out there. He from Harrisburg. I met T.O. I think my senior year in Benedict. My shawty had kicked me out, you know what I'm saying? And I needed a place to go. I stayed on my man's couch for 6 months, and I met my man. He from New York. He from Brooklyn too. Two cats from Brooklyn. Shout out to Hoppy. And shout out to Kiko Vision, RP my man Kiko Vision. Them boys really played an instrumental part of goddamn like me starting the music, like me doing shit when I was really low country in Columbia, like you know what I'm saying. But and then it went from there because I own a production company too. Like I film, like do weddings, funerals, whatever you name it, we do it. Holla at us. But and that played a part into the music. You know, like as an artist, you go to that stage like damn. I need somebody to film and do this, that, and the third. Well, let me learn how to do it myself. Let me get my camera and tripod, and I'll go somewhere and film it. But you realize it's not the same look. No. I'm doing everything versus I can just be an artist. You know what I'm saying? So that's really how that came about.
Yeah, I can feel you on that because that's how everything leads up to you doing multiple things behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of want to dabble in that, but I want to ask some other things. Like, do you think that like you being who you are now has like played a role in like your surroundings because you've obviously have evolved drastically compared to who you were? Do you think that's played a big role? Because I see you got a friend here and or even family. You know? Yeah. Yeah.
For sure. I look at everything as like that was practice, and everything we're doing now is practice to what's to come. You know what I'm saying? Like every day this shit is practice. You know what I'm saying? We thought we was on some shit then. We thought we were doing big shit back then, but you know that was really small potatoes to where we're at now. And then we're gonna look back a few years down the line like, you know what, shit, boy, that was small shit, but that was all leading up to a bigger purpose. Like every day got to be better than yesterday. Every day got to mean something. Like. You know what I'm saying? This shit is just not just happening. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just with my man I met from 2015 for years. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know cats I grew up with who I don't really talk to like that, but it's just like, it's all a purpose. Everything happened for a reason. Folks is on schedule for a reason. But it's just we putting the work in for things to happen like that.
It's all stepping stones.
It's all stepping stones. Like my man like to say, it's like, you got to put the little pieces together. How you say it, Grom?
A million mini pixels to make one big picture.
There you go. A million megapixels to make one giant whole picture. So that's I say all that to say is like it's the 10,000 hours. I put 10,000 hours in this shit. If not, we still going. You know, we going for 20. Imagine what 20 do. You know what I'm saying? Imagine what 30,000 hours doing to something. It's greatness. It's elevation. It's just keep going. Still going.
Rise up.
Forever going. Rise to elevate. Elevate to rise to greatness.
Right. And you don't even know how hard it was to make the name because I was like, I could do like 5 different things that would just be like the way I'm thinking. You know what I mean? But no, yeah, for real, it's beautiful, bro. I even just, like I said, studying you, getting ready for this interview has been crazy because like I look at from when they started to now, and it's like I kind of wanted to ask that. Me personally, I wanted to ask, did you like take a stop or did you like, you know, we're trying to perfect your craft for a while, or like? I
said the only time I took a break, and that was like, we took a break maybe 2017 when he moved to the A. I low-key went on tour with 2 Chainz, that Pretty Girl Like Trap Music tour. I went on tour as Skooly's photographer. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that was like a 3-month, we was gone for 3 months across the nation. You know what I'm saying? But I understood like this opportunity could lead to relate. Actually, I didn't understand that now. I just look at like, shit, boy, we made it. We big time. You know what I'm saying? Like, boy, we in here. So it's like, but I understood. It also came from that. Like, I still had to show up every day. Like, I ain't gonna lie. From that experience, like, man, I was getting more money doing what I was doing from what I got from that tour. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really took a loss on that tour. Like, I was living better than I was on that tour, making more money. But I took advantage of the opportunity. Like, I still had to show up. We get this content for my man. Like, the show might end around 2 or 12. You know, the artists are like, they like to be out till 2. Back in Atlanta, the business still having their 9 o'clock meeting. Where's this content from last night? Boom. So I still had to be a businessman and still provide the content, make my man look good. You know what I'm saying? Take a back seat from me being an artist. You know what I'm saying? But I got experience that I can be in the motherfucking industry. My shit good. Like, shit. Wait till I take the front seat. You know what you are.
Like, you are taking the front seat. You're driving it now.
It was a cool experience. Like, and coming out of that was like one of the lowest points in my life. Not even the lowest points in my life, but it was like damn. Once that ended, like, you know, like you in the club, you in the VIP, and then like you not in the VIP no more. Yeah, like, damn, like I'm questioning my shit. Like, damn, I can't get in the VIP no more. Like, damn, what I'm gonna do now? But the whole time that shit let me know, like, I am the fucking VIP.
Yeah, right.
I'm the VIP. Yeah. I'm the CEO and the janitor at the same time.
Everything.
You know what I'm saying? So we gonna make this shit happen, and that was one of the greatest experiences. Like, I know where not to get back to, and really that lowest point was from me not having no motion, me not believing in myself, like. Me just in the house all day, like in the bed, just stressing. In my head. You know what I'm saying? That's the worst place to be. Versus I'm out in the field, just being outside and take advantage of the opportunity. You know, open your vision, just being back outside. Like, outside is where it's at.
So is that why you made the change from country or?
Nah. That was really. This was the change from country to now was just like some new discovery shit. Like, you know, I had such.
That was your elevating stage.
It was, you know. I believe every 7 years, a human sheds his skin. Like, we get some new skin. We rejuvenate. We reinvent ourselves. So it was like that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? Because before I went to Low Country, I was LPK. I was Loud Pack Country. I kept it loud. I was Loud Pack.
Yeah.
Loud Pack Shorty. You know what I'm saying? But we graduated to Low Country, so now it's time to go big. We're gonna drop the low, and now it's country. But call me Big Country. You know what I'm saying? Because we major, but independently, like, we're doing all this shit independently. And it's a great feeling, like, I ain't got no job.
Bro.
You know, you know what I'm saying? I can go work somewhere, like, I do shit to, you know, to keep to maintain, but it's like, shit, we doing all this creative shit off our own, independently. And it's a wonderful feeling. Toast to y'all. You know what I'm saying?
So I want to ask, how did you meet Skooly?
Skooly through Grown. It was it was like some shit. Like, we was on our music shit. Like, we would go to the A, take a trip.
Yeah.
Take a trip to street execs, record, boom, boom. You know, that artist shit that I'm hoping, yeah, they gonna hit my shit and they go, we out of here. You know what I'm saying? Didn't happen. But it just so happened, we saw a post that they was looking for an engineer. We shared it to each other. He put the application in. He became an engineer at Street Execs. He was their lead engineer, actually. You know what I'm saying? He got that shit, got that sound. That industry sound. And just so happened, I'm his man's. I'm in there too. I got my camera out, making him look good. Oh shit, yeah. He actually plugged me in on the tour. Wait, we need a cameraman for Skooly. My man Kuntry.
Right.
Word, that's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Skooly, man. You know what I'm saying? The boy with the bars. You know what I'm saying?
Atlanta goat.
West Side shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to moms. Shout out to Black. Shout out to the whole family. Shout out to West Side, to the A. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Street Execs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to be on my man couch. I used to sleep on. I shout out to the moms. Shout out to his family. Like, he's a real one. He's a legend.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
That's how it was. It was taking advantage of the opportunity, but still putting the work in. You know what I'm saying? Because if he wasn't putting the work in, he would have never got the engineer position. And he held that position. You know, still does. You know what I'm saying? Actually, he's Skooly engineer right now, but it's still going. You know what I'm saying? Still can call him. Still nothing. You know what I'm saying? Real family ties, like, but it comes from relationships. Can't get that without time being put in. Like,
so did you ever make a song with Skooly or not?
Actually, we did.
Oh, you did?
We did. What's the I just called her my little baby. I saw Feng Shui 3.
I gotta hear
Feng
that
Shui
after
3
this.
out right now. Shout out to my and that came from like shout out to my man. He gave me an incredible deal. Shout out to my man. We went through it like
that's dope.
you know, so we cashed out for that one too independently. He worked with me. I worked with him on the. It was just some love shit because what he did for us, he really didn't have to do. You know what I'm saying? It was really on some shit like shout the Streeters X too. Like they would let me do my camera shit. Camera shit got to be done, but they still get y'all. You know what, y'all boys doing a little something over there. Go ahead, y'all can go record in there. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? We might peek in and see what y'all working on, but you know what I'm saying? Then my man I let him hear the song. He like, you know, it's a little song. And low-key, I waited like 4 months for him to get on it, but we was still locked in. Like I'm recording, but then it was one of them days we had a little free time. We in there recording. He showed up early for Skooly session, so he said, you know what? Let me go ahead and knock this verse out for you. We've been talking about it. Let's knock it out. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that man. You know, hopefully we might get a video in one day.
Oh,
I just call him my little baby. You know what I'm saying? He went crazy.
That'll go crazy.
So what do you think like you would tell somebody today what you really do? Because I know you do a lot of different things. So what would you where do you start off? Like what's the first thing you promote? Do you promote your music now, or is it you do photography or music shoots and
that's the balance in it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my bub. I had to really balance that shit. I had to get a creative business page for the TBMN production that do a lot of the wedding, the professional shit, and create a artist page for Low Country and Tyler Brown itself. I have to balance that. Like I can't post too much of my my business, and I'm trying to I do that with the music, but most importantly, like that's a great question. I really don't express what I do to folks. It's just like you either gonna catch it. Like we a character. We're a motherfucking movement.
Yeah, right.
A conglomerate.
Yeah, I agree. It's
you know
powerful too, bro.
Enterprise. We do square business. But I'm really a creator. You know what I'm saying? A creator. I'm an artist. I'm a songwriter. I really can write no song. I got hooked. I'm like, I got that shit. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I got that shit. It. But I gotta let the world agree to me too, I guess, to do the politics. But until then, like I'm telling you right now, we got that shit. I got that shit. Y'all gonna see it. But
jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like it's helped so much. Like that documentary, we put that shit together. Me and my bub. Like I swear, like I was so big on my. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man of age, so it's like I think I need 4 weeks of promo, 2 weeks of promo. Forgetting, my bub, with the times we're in, everything's microwave. They want it now. So we cut back the promo instead of doing it 2 weeks, 4 weeks. We might give you 7 days, 3 days. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, man, I need a month to promote this documentary, man. Right. So folks can come out and whoop-de-whoop. Man, fuck them folks, man. Right. We're going to do this documentary ourselves, and we're going to put that shit out. Whoever show up is who is supposed to be there, and who don't, you miss the experience. Because it was one hell of an experience. Like, we did history that night. Like, ain't nobody ever rented out the motherfucking whole movie theater and threw a documentary and that shit. Like, nobody. They edited audio.
Like, seriously, I've never seen anybody around and do that. And I was curious, like, what led up to that process? Like, was it a lot of booking? Like, did you have to contact the movie theater?
Man, it was, and man, all this shit that folks want to do and think is outrageously impossible, it just come from a phone call. It come from a, hey, how you doing? Yeah, this is Ty with TVN Production. I'm trying to get in there. Can you get me right? How much? Okay, it's nothing. I send it. You got the cell? Boom. Receipt. It's shit like that, man. Have fun.
But it also comes with a vision. It's not as easy as that. I'm not gonna lie. To you, it is.
It comes from experience and a little bit of knowledge. Like you got to.
But energy, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Because your energy isn't normal. Like I'm gonna tell you that personally. Like I told him before you came, I've never met anybody with your energy, and I love it because like you're not afraid to be yourself.
I think I'm figuring I'm gonna have it unlocked in a minute. Like this shit a game.
No,
like, all this shit is a game. I don't know if it's real. I don't know if we're in a fucking. We just talking. I don't know if we're in a sim or what. But it's really just like you can really create your own dialogue, your own. You can really. That's the word I'm looking for. Give me 1 second. You can really create your own shit. Like whatever you want to do. Like, and I figured that out from this weekend when it was like, my man, he was still in the room. My shorty was sleeping. Everybody was pulling up. Director, actress, waiting like 30 minutes. I had a 30-minute window. I was in my outfit, orange suit. Wig on, I'm smoking a gas stick. I already had a 30-minute in the back of the hotel. I'm dancing, I'm having fun. Like, I created my own reality. That's it. I created my own reality that day. Like, I came out with an orange suit inviting folks into my shit, and they came in and they took something from it. They took an experience. They took a white lady patted me on the back.
Right.
What? Well, I appreciate you. From Alabama. What? Old head said, ooh. It's like we did that. If I did not get up that morning, if we didn't even come to Myrtle Beach, they wouldn't even got there. They would have had a basic walk on the boardwalk.
That's your energy.
It's good, honey.
That's
but they said,
energy.
well, we got a show. And I ain't gonna lie, that's the shit. Like, the world gotta get this shit. You know what I'm saying? They got to.
So,
like, that's what I'm here for.
What social media platforms and stuff do you really branch off to every single week, like, or even every day? But...
We do Instagram, we do Facebook. Shout out to our website, lowcountry.com. Shout out to our media blogs, Lombardi TV out here in Charleston. Shout out to South Carolina. Shout out to I'm trying to think. Shout out to Rise to Elevate. Elevate to rise to motherfucking greatness and beyond.
Shout out to Kuntry though.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it's you know,
man.
independent media blogs like yourself who trying to shed a light on this shit. Cause like I appreciate you seeing the light. I appreciate y'all boys seeing the light. Cause it's like, man, this shit here, like them folks come through Carolina to get that bag.
Yeah.
They come through here cause it's like, but it's no market here. That shit don't make no sense. Oh, it's shit here, so it's like, man, folks, you gotta keep pushing and bring the light. It's getting closer and closer. I don't know who's gonna do it. Whoever do it.
Oh, we know who's gonna do it. It's in the room.
You know?
Hey.
We in the room right now, so.
A few of us in the room right now.
There you go.
You heard it, man. Goddamn. So it's like, man, once we push the door, it's like only right that I look. If I am the chosen one, I look back to still open the door to lend a hand. Like this, how you do it. That's what we plan on. I ain't gonna lie. All it takes is to be right once. Once we're right once, we're gonna have the label going. It's like, all right, you want it, you gotta pay for it now. But we got the correct chart for you, for the path for you to follow. We was the sacrifice, we was the trailblazers to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, folks didn't believe. A lot of folks didn't believe in this shit. I remember at one point I was asking folks for $100 for a feature. Niggas looked at me crazy. But they came back around, respect, they didn't understand it then. It was like, it was different, but if they only knew that the shit I put into this, like, I don't even really look at it as a lot. Like, it's supposed to come with it. Like, I'm supposed to invest in this shit. Like, I'm supposed to go broke off this shit, but I'm going broke off of me. I'm not going broke off of putting the money in the bullshit and the design. So you're not
a big fan of collaborations and stuff like that?
I'm with it, but it gotta make sense. Like, a lot of folks will hit me and be like, yo, we need to do it. They'll praise me on my shit, but then, oh well, I don't really want to give you nothing, but you got booking in your bio, or you got your feature shit on your bio. So it's like, man, give me what I'm valued. You feel it's worth of value, and if you feel it's nothing, I gotta make you believe now. I'm gonna make you feel like, all right, well, I need to pay now, but shit, you done missed the point where you can get grandfathered in. Now you gotta pay the luxury tax. You dig me?
So you ever thought about doing it for free?
I mean, I'm with it. Like, if it makes sense, I'm with it. But I ain't gonna lie, my brother just told me today, man, this shit, what we doing now, even back then, it's like, I was with it. But shout out to my man, Big C, Solar the Honcho. Like, them folks paid me for a feature. Like, folks have paid me for shit, so that let me know it's worth it.
I would too. You know,
So
I don't see why it would be a problem. You know?
May not be much, it may have been a lot, but it was worth something. Like, give me what you feel is worth, and I'll feel like, all right, if it's worth my time, or I get to see what is worth, what is valued in your eyes. And if it makes sense, or if it don't make sense, that means I got more work to do, to where it's like, you know what, bro, I got this for you. Or when we put that number out there, we standing on it, you either gonna respect it or not.
Right.
Can I say something? I want to say something off camera too.
Yeah.
I think it's very important to, like, just between us right here in this conversation, between the last 2 or 3 days, y'all seen what we've been doing on our social media.
Yeah.
What do y'all think we've spent?
Like
just roughly off the top of y'all head. We've
probably
been Myrtle
$0.
Beach,
We count the movie
Savannah.
theater?
Oh.
No, I'm talking about between Savannah. We shot 2 videos,
Miami
at live, the release, all of that. What do y'all think he probably spent?
Like,
because we know money.
5.
We had a budget.
I don't. Okay.
Just throwing this out there. We had a budget of $5,000 for this project. So for somebody to spend that and exceed to give y'all the type of experience that make you feel like, yo, I'm not seeing shit like this.
All right.
We didn't just do all of that for free. Yeah, we picked up the phone and made phone calls, but like to ask somebody, hey, you're calling me for a reason.
Right.
And if I say give me $100, just for my time, because at the end of the day, even then, I'm his audio engineer, and I'm gonna tell you, I charge $50 an hour for my studio time.
No, right.
I charge $250 a mix.
Right.
So you gotta think about all of the songs that y'all seen
No,
him
right.
put out.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So
I
for
agree.
somebody to ask for $100, so I guess in my mind, I just wanted to chime in on that, and that's for a lot of major artists and independent artists that are doing that. Like, if they charging for it, it's like he said, you don't see the value within what I'm doing, then I'm obviously not the person you need to be on the song with until you see it.
No, that's a fact.
You get what I'm saying?
I
So,
agree.
My bad, I just
No,
y'all
you're
doing your
good.
thing. I just
I
need to
love
throw that
it,
in
bro.
there.
I appreciate it. We're going to get an interview soon.
Oh
trust
yeah, that's
me.
big too. That's big. Yeah,
Word.
yeah.
But no, man, I think your energy is unmatched. You know, I'm never trying to say that anybody's value or time is not worth it, because I think all of us in here are worth $1 million, even more beyond that. So it's just crazy though, because I think a lot of times we think about the money aspect of things and then not really where it could grow. And that's just where I'm at. Like, I've never charged anybody yet for my interviews or anything in my time, because I'm just not a big fan of money. I just put my emphasis out there because, like, I just like to teach people things, you know what I mean? I really love collabing with people and, like, generally meeting with cool people. And even like you're low-key one of my favorite ones, bro. Like, I was waiting for you to get here. So we'll just go into another question now. When you wake up every single morning, do you feel like you can be yourself?
For sure. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
every single morning.
Really like that. That's what I'm learning. Like, the shit that I do, niggas not having that. Like, niggas not doing that. Like, I ain't gonna like this being at this interview added to my fire. Like, man, I'm that nigga. Not to be cocky, but it's like, all right, like, I'm on right on schedule. It's like I be doing normal shit. I literally go to work too.
Right.
I don't show that shit, but literally, like, my nigga, honestly, I've been washing cars this past year and a half to do all of this shit. On top of whatever else I got going on, I mix too. But I go shout to my man Spot On Mobile Detailing. I bought into a business. I made an investment. I get a percentage out of it. I learned the craft. That if I start rapping and they'll do whatever, I can go to any city and I know the good SOP, standard operating procedure to do some shit that I can make a living off of.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But that was really my discipline, to show up every day for something, to give my all, to be like, man, I can be racked up, but I'm still going to be responsible for somebody else's business who entrusted me to motherfucking make money for them, and still to watch it expand. You know what I'm saying? So
salute.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
big
Like,
facts.
this shit nothing. Like,
Do you think that you have any like big performance time, like or concerts or anything you have coming up that
Man,
or even that you want to do? Like, you ever thought about doing
I
Roll
want to
Out?
do whatever. Matter of fact, my man gonna holler at you about some situations we would like to
Word,
indulge in. But our doors is open if it makes sense, and if it's valuable to you and we can bring valuable, or we can barter for some shit. And like you said, it really ain't about the money. If it makes sense and it makes sense, I'm all for it.
Let's do it.
You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying?
But do you have any like big areas you want to perform at? Like I was saying, Rolling Loud or like
For
something?
sure. Like I'm like I said, I'm open for whatever. I believe I do got a it's either December or January, something from the Charleston Paper Awards. I was nominated for Charleston Artist of the Year.
I haven't seen
And I
that.
think whoever won, they're doing a party for all the artists who are nominated. We're gonna do a performance. I believe it's January 7th or December 7th. My apologies, but shout out to them boys who got down, put that together. You know what I'm saying? That's what's upcoming. But we were actually, I'm glad you asked that. We're putting together a small city, what's it called, Growing Small City Tour?
And y'all are the first to know, a small street tour.
Small street tour. And
Five
we're gonna
to
take
six
what
cities.
we learned from motherfucking Myrtle Beach or us. I'm gonna have a suit on, the wig on. We're gonna come out and just give folks an experience while we in the city. Might tap in with a few radio stations while we there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Or even
Like,
clubs.
or even clubs or promoters or DJs, whoever in the city, or whoever folks be like, hey, since y'all there, holla at my mans and such and plant seeds while we're there. So when we all finish with the shit on a big scale, we connect the dots and plant the seeds in it so it all can make sense. And like it goes back, we're gonna do this shit independently.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, you're doing it really good, man. Like, for real. I think it's beautiful to hear everything that you've had crafted and just the time that you probably put in this too.
Yeah, and then I gotta ask, bro. I remember like 5-6 years ago, whatever it was, going down 95 and see all them billboards.
Yeah.
Hey, give me the backstory about the billboard.
That was just some shit. Me making a phone call. Like, you know, we see this shit, man. All our answers that we want is all around us. So we pay attention. You know, you just riding and you may see the billboard.
Yeah.
It also tell you, hey, rent me.
Right.
Rent me with the number.
Yeah.
I called it. How much you want?
Right.
Boom, boom, boom. You might think, oh, whoa, whoa. My man tried. I ain't gonna get out of sauce like that, but just call them folks and put together.
Dang.
But it was just some shit. Matter of fact, you want to?
I want to know the numbers.
I'm gonna give you the sauce. I'm a real one. It was like you might think. How much you think the billboard
Let's
cost?
see. I'm gonna say 800 a month.
800 a month. Hell nah. That shit was probably like 2,000 all in for like 6 months. I paid 700 for the design shit for them to blow it up. You know what I'm saying? But I got it was extra for the design. I paid somebody else the design fee to do the design. But for them to blow it up for whatever image they need for the billboard, it was like 700. And then you can pay monthly. It was like $250 a month for like 6 months. You know
Now
what
I
I'm
have to
saying?
get into that.
What we doing?
Hey, what's the
Because that's
number?
how I
What
learned.
we doing?
That's how I learned who you were. Like
You know
6
what
years
I'm
ago, I
saying?
was riding. I saw it. I looked you up from there, and then I just
Really
kind of followed
going.
them ever since.
Shout out to Really Going, like, and we was thinking big back then, man, like, let's do shit that niggas, our whole premise is doing shit niggas is not doing.
Now everybody's doing that.
You know what I'm
Album
saying?
releases.
So it's
You
big.
really
Shout
did
out to
that.
everybody, you know, going crazy, but it's just picking up the phone and calling folks, man, like, if you want it, go and get it. Like,
Right.
folks like to say, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. That's crap. You know what I'm saying? You're sitting on your ass. You know, go get some cash. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever.
No ambition out
or
here.
again, if you're not off the cash, like my man, go hit the gas.
Right.
Never look back.
Oh,
You know, hit the
facts.
gas and keep it going. On to the next destination. Figure it out. It's always, for every problem, there's a solution. There's a will, there's a way. That shit is for real.
So what do you think about the Charleston music scene compared to Savannah?
It's
Savannah's
all,
like the Atlanta influence. You see that or what?
I don't know, man. It's all funny, man. I shout out to Savannah, but it's like I'm still in between because it's like I don't make the music that the average, even off this wave, not even off the Heat of the Night wave. The music that I generally make, it's really different from some Charleston, you know, average music. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Charleston. Shout out to everybody make music in Charleston, but I know for a fact like. My shit different.
Yeah,
Nah,
you
especially
know.
this new EP.
It's easy.
Hey,
We
this is
definitely
different.
went
This is
left, so it's
different.
like, but different is it. You know what I'm saying? If you're not doing different, you over here with the masses of it's a whole club field over here, but it's some new shit over here. You know what I'm saying? But we all know with new shit, it take time. But I'm willing to put that time, and we in it for the long haul, not the small ball.
So who's your favorite like musical influences? Like James Brown, like
I would say
Skooly,
you know
what?
Michael Jackson. You know you gotta
Michael
throw
Jackson.
Skate in there. You know he's a legend. I gotta throw Andre in there.
3 Stack.
Got through 3 Stack. It was somebody else. I like Johnny Cinco too. Johnny Cinco. And I ain't gonna lie, like in my car, like it got an XM radio, so I listen to it's a XM station called The Groove, and I listen to a lot of old school music. Like that shit just give me that shit. That shit you just want to hop in the whip like a gas stick and you
Right,
just
right. Some currency. That's good.
no currency. No,
Like
I'm
James
talking
Brown,
about,
innit?
I'm talking about the
Rick
Barry
James.
Whites, the
The classic.
Let's done with the romance.
Hey.
And there's another one. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Imagine riding that all day. I ain't hearing no rah 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 when to kill somebody. But I got good vibes, man. I want to get some
Good
money.
vibes.
I want to fuck some bitches. I really want to get loose in this. I want to do some ecstasy and just get lost in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Not to that extent, but in that realm. You know what I'm saying? But just feel good, like I ain't got time for all that other shit. The other shit is cool, like more power to niggas. You know what I'm saying? But you reap what you sow.
Yeah,
You reap the energy, that shit. I'm big off energy. I get
Yeah.
grounded and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I might microdose with the gloomy, show me,
Right.
with the show me gloomy.
Right.
But other than that, like I'm getting more in touch with myself, you know what I'm saying? As I'm getting younger and learning myself and figuring out who I am, like this shit is all energies. Like, you know what I'm saying? If the energy wasn't right in here, we wouldn't be here. Cause it's all destined. This shit is a part of the journey. It's a part of the practice. You know what I'm saying, for everybody, so.
Yeah, no, everything happens for a reason. I mean, this whole thing all this, how it happened is beautiful, bro, for real. Just even before we go, let's shout out your social media, bro. So you said Instagram, right? Low Country?
Instagram is at LOKUNTRY. You know what I'm saying? It's still the tag Low Country, but for new discovery, it's just Country. KUNTRY.
There you go.
If you want to go check the old catalog, it's still Low Country. I prefer it with the apostrophe, but the LO space KUNTRY. You type that in, man. That shit gonna go for days. You feel me?
Right.
But right now it's about Country. Kuntry, our new discovery, the new ventures we gonna tap into and indulge into, just having fun. I can't wait to see what we really got planned for the next. Hold on, before I get into that. That's all my social tags at @LoCountry, www.lowcountry.com. If you want to fuck with me directly, you know what I'm saying. Please, if you go to the website, enter your information so you can stay updated with. You'll be the first to know anything we got going on, music videos, merch, and so forth, etc. But I'm excited for it to record this next project. Cause like I say, we planned this shit back in July. We already the 3rd video in. It's done, so we rolling out. So now we're gonna stay ahead of the game by going and record the next project. Cause low key, we went to Tennessee on a work trip for one of his clients, you know, and I did some filming. Right. But we also said, you know what, let's try to whatever vision he had, let's record this new shit. We recorded that in a hotel, in a room just like this. Jeez. You know what I'm saying? So now we think about going to a cabin. Let's try to record this shit in the truck. We're gonna get a big truck with it snowing out. Put the heat on in that bitch. We in that bitch blowing gas. We recording the new multi-platinum fucking album in the truck in the snow, and you motherfucker, you hear me? Right. But just doing shit different, just having fun, man. Like, shout out to my bud. That was a great fucking. Where I'm at right now was exactly where I was at 2015, 2016, because we was going crazy from the Low to the Charleston to Columbia. It was on the roll back then. It was on the roll run. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Columbia, shout out to V12 Studios, you know what I'm saying? That was the birth of this shit. Michael Jackson, shout out to Street Drummers, Doe, BB Slim out of Charleston, BCM Studios over there in the Fate. That's where this shit started. Then it went to the White House, Royal Sound Studios. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just
getting crazier, dude.
It's only gonna get crazier, and I'm excited, man. Low-key, so because I've gained patience, y'all. Like, if y'all only know how bad I wanted to give it to y'all, like, we took a step back to give y'all less, but at the same time give y'all more. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, to tap into y'all emotions, like. And I appreciate the folks paying attention. Like, I appreciate them for that. That's
and it's only a matter of time. That's what I was saying before we started. We're gonna come back again in about a year, and it's gonna be like, really.
I'll be out of here.
Yeah. Hopefully, when you come back, I'm gonna have my shits whipped up. People, I'm going bigger. We going crazy because once I lock on, we're going bigger. My power. I went Super Saiyan. I powered up. You know? I low key been powered up, but we gonna wait to pop our shit on niggas. So it's like. We being real humble right now. We being real humble, and we being strategic, and we just going day by day, like my man said. This shit about sports. We ain't thinking about down the road, which we are. But we thinking about our steps right now, which gonna get us to where we are down the road.
Right. And dude, I'm excited, man. Just even having you here and meeting you is just like, it's the energy is. I don't think nobody would ever even.
No, nobody matches that in South Carolina.
Can't, dog.
That shit is love. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like,
it's crazy.
I mean, we destined for greatness. All this destined for greatness. For y'all to see the light, cause I know folk. I've been feeling like, not even feeling like, I know I've learned that when folks too close to the light, they don't really see it.
No, right.
But y'all see this shit.
Yeah.
So I appreciate y'all seeing this.
Definitely, man. Just keep shining, bro. New EP just dropped, right?
Heat of the Night out right now on all platforms, man. We got 6 tracks on there, about 20 minutes of your time. It's an experience, man. You can listen to that from with your baby, down to your lady, down to your granny, to your mammy, eating rice and gravy.
Anywhere, bro.
Anywhere.
So that, and then, dude, your Instagram once again, because I really want people to find you.
Instagram is at LOKUNTRY, the one and only. I'm the real low. I'm the fucking real low country. Let me sit up on this. I am the one and only low country. Anybody else out here saying that shit, I don't know. Like, we been that. I really got that name from Benedict. Like, it was. I'll give you the story how I got my name.
Yeah, go ahead.
You fresh on campus, freshman. You know what I'm saying, trying to get your shit on. You know what I'm saying. I'm giving them that. You know, I'm T Slim. I'm T Bug. You know what I'm saying. But matter of fact, that's the crib. That's what you call me, Bug. My name is from the crib, like Hilton Head, Bluffton, and at the crib, everybody call me Bug.
Right.
T Boogie. That was my child name. But you know, if you know Bug, you really know me. But then when I went to school, that name nothing's really stick. But my man Sade, it was me and another cat from the crib. From the same area, we both was there, so he whenever he see us, we was always together. So he be like, "Got the Low Country." So that was both of us.
Right.
But he left, but that shit stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, folks just like, hey, that's low country.
Right.
And then after a while, like, you really know me, you ain't got to say the low country. Like, that's country. You know what
No,
I'm
and
saying?
that's what I kind of feel. I feel more comfortable saying country.
Hey, man, that mean you know me.
Yeah,
Your family.
no, definitely, man.
You're familiar.
Because, like, it's just
But
like
if you
country.
don't know me, it's low country with an apostrophe, okay, motherfuckers? Okay, capital L. I really prefer everything capital in that motherfucker.
No,
but
facts,
if you
bro.
fuck with me, family is country.
It
You
is
can call me
country,
Bug.
bro.
If you really know me, oh, that's Tyler. That's Tyler. Hey, Tyler. You know what I'm saying?
But no, country, thank you for hopping on, man. Thank you, Try TV,
Hey.
for being with me. Oh, my
Let
bad.
me get in there too.
We in there like swimwear.
We doing celebration afterwards more too.
Oh, it's
man.
going too. You know what I'm
Word,
saying?
man. Thank you guys for staying tuned. I hope you guys enjoy the interview. You have a blessed one. Peace.